I'm wearing a Hello Kitty
Good
patch.
evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We are so excited that you're here to join us for 30 minutes tonight, just to hear this amazing story and testimony about the technology and what it's doing. So please know that whoever invited you to the call must really care about you to want you to know about this technology and experience it. So with that, I'm going to start with our medical disclaimer. Tonight, what we'll be sharing is for informational purposes only. All LifeWave products are not intended to treat, cure, diagnose, or prevent any dis-ease. If you are on medications or have medical conditions or are pregnant or nursing, please consult with your healthcare practitioner first. And with that, I am super excited to introduce you to Tamara, just a new friend that I've met, such an intelligent, kind, giving woman. Just so thankful to have the opportunity to meet her and get to know her a little bit better. And I'm so excited that she's coming on to share her story with you tonight. So with that, Tamara, if you will just come on and just tell us how you learned about the technology, what it was that made you decide to start to use it, and what your experience has been since then.
Yes, so my name is Tamara Lee Mock, and I was introduced to this opportunity by Mary and Maria. I am an independent makeup artist, and I believe in detox. I believe in drinking smoothies and healing from the inside out, and becoming radiant from the inside out as well. Um, I have a little Hello Kitty patch because my daughter let me use this. This is a result of turning 45 just a couple of days ago. So most people are like, oh no, I don't want to be able to like talk about like having like um, blemishes, but I'm actually really grateful for the blemishes, and it's part of that detox process. So I wanted to talk about LifeWave because um, Mary, she introduced me to these patches, and I wore it for like 24 hours. Uh, well, not really 24 hours. I I saw the effects very early on when I put it on my lower back. I have three kids back to back. My oldest is 19, and my youngest is 16, and then I have a daughter that's 17. And I've always had issues with pain. And when I put these patches on, um, the detox on my feet, and also the one on the back of my neck, the pineal gland, I believe.
The C7.
Yes. Um, um, I started to feel a lot better. I was around pets, and I usually have a lot of issues with allergies. And yeah, that's
Awesome. So you've only been using the technology for just a few weeks, right?
yeah, just a couple of days actually.
Okay. Oh, just a couple of days.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So you felt results in your lower back pain then?
Hmm.
Okay. Awesome. So you were wearing the ice wave on the bottoms of your feet, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And then was it just the X39 or the X39 and the Eon?
It was the Eon on the back of my neck, and it was also the X39 on my lower back, and then the
Okay.
ice waves on my feet.
Awesome. So what was your pain level at then before you put the patches on?
Oh, I would say an 8.
Okay. And then once you put the patches on, what did that pain level go to?
It went all the way down to like a 3 or to a 4.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm
Amazing.
actually wearing heels today. I'm at a function right now, and yeah, I was excited to be able to put my higher heels on.
Yeah, so normally you don't wear your heels.
Yeah, normally I wear flats.
Oh my, so have you worn the heels all day then?
Well, I got here at like 6:30. I've worn it for a couple of hours now.
Okay. And how's your back feeling?
It feels great.
That's awesome. That's so great. We do kind of like our heels, right? Us women, we want to wear our heels. Yeah. And if we don't feel well enough, we can't. We can't. Our back says, absolutely not. Do not wear those heels. Oh, I'm so excited for you. So we're talking about detox. And you've experienced some detoxification effects from the patches you're thinking.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay. So is it just the spot on your lip or other detoxification things?
Nope, it's just this little spot on the lip.
Okay.
I was
Yes.
just eating, so I had to take it off and put a new one on. But it brings up conversation where people are like, "Why is there a Hello Kitty sticker on your face?" And I'm like, "Well, it's helping me with my detox process because I have patches on my meridian points." I was at an Asian American function just now, and they were very interested in learning more about these patches when I spoke about acupuncture and acupressure and having no needles necessary.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So
Mhm.
you do acupressure instead of acupuncture. It's something that you do and help people with?
No, 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 no. I said I was part of the Asian American community event, and I introduced some of the coordinators to LifeWave as a needleless patch for putting
Oh,
it on your meridians for acupuncture or acupressure.
okay. That's a great, I would have never thought of talking to them about or talking to people about that. That's fantastic. I love that approach. That's so
I have
great.
a I have a friend over here. He's a good friend of mine. He purchased detox tea, and I was like, "Well, if you guys can stay for my interview, I would love for you to combine this tea with these patches."
Yeah.
So that's where the light's coming from. It's two gentlemen that do photography and PR.
That's awesome. Hello, men. Glad to have you.
Thank you. Yes,
Thank you.
you guys want to
That's
come into
awesome.
the shop?
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi. Nice to meet you both. That's awesome.
Nice to
Yes.
meet you. Tamara's been telling us a
Yeah.
lot about your company and products.
Hey, we couldn't have
Awesome.
her in the dark. So,
Yeah, we wanted you to see her beautiful face.
That's right.
Yes, I'm so glad because before she told me she wasn't gonna have her show her face. So I'm so thankful because we like to see you. We like to, see your beautiful self. So I love it so much. So let's talk detox for a minute.
I'm gonna
So
turn off my light.
okay. So yeah, so let's talk about that. You and I were kind of talking about that on the phone before about how important detoxification is to our bodies and how necessary it is. And so sometimes people with this technology, our bodies will wall things off. They will try to protect it because they don't have what they need to allow it to move for the natural body processes for it to do anything with it. So instead it walls it off. So the amazing thing is this technology will sometimes allow people to open up those detoxification pathways and cause them to start working better. So they may have things right on the surface that your body is kind of walled off because it just didn't have what it needed for it to move. And now that's open. And so it's saying, okay, let's go ahead and get rid of this. And so sometimes you can have, issues in your skin. Our skin is our largest organ. And so a lot of times for people, that's going to be one of the first signs of detoxification is going to be on your skin somewhere. And so I love that you know all of that, Tamara, because most people, our immediate reaction to any kind of symptomology is, oh my goodness, I need to shut this down. I need to stop this. What do I do? Versus like what you're talking about, which what you mentioned was embracing that, being thankful for the body's ability to detoxify. It's not really something that we're taught, I feel like, in Western medicine and allopathic medicine, because we go in and nothing against doctors, but we go into a doctor and, the reaction is, how can I shut this symptomology down? versus is there something going on in the body so that we can support its natural processes and its ability to detoxify so that your body can move through this process and allow the body to do what it needs to do with whatever's going on with you. And so I think it's so vital with what you said about really embracing detoxification. So you want to come, would you like to, we had a great conversation about, you want to add anything to that, Tamara?
Definitely. These gentlemen are actually talking to me about how the main organs, the kidney and the liver, are the ones that are hit the most. They're the ones that are taking the beating from all of our toxic lifestyle.
Right. Absolutely. For sure. Most people have toxic livers and they don't even know it. Completely clogged, unable to move, stagnation, and it's getting stuck. So when our, livers have access to detoxify, the first place it normally shows up is going to be in the skin. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then your eyes. So Alan just mentioned that it would show up in your skin and also in your eyes, and that has everything to do with what I shared with you privately.
Yes, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, jaundice.
Yeah, this happens. They happen to be talking about it. So when the whites of your eyes turn yellow, that's because your liver is failing, and that's part of my testimony. Before I found LifeWave, I was actually learning how to detox myself without any pharmaceuticals. I did it with smoothies and binaural beats and meditation and yoga.
Awesome. Yeah, that's incredible for sure, because ultimately the belief is that God has given us everything that we need to allow our bodies to detoxify and to heal. Our bodies were designed to heal. And so when we give it what it needs, like what you're talking about, actual food, high quality food that is not processed, that is, organic, not sprayed, that's protected, and utilizing that food, giving our bodies nourishment, and then allowing, even like the detoxification that you're talking about, our issues are in our tissues. So even utilizing prayer, or yoga, or some of those things, or things that will allow us to sweat. All of those things are helping with removing even, mental side of issues and toxins that get stored in our body because of trauma that happens to us. And so our bodies really want to be able to move that and use that and be able to allow us to process that. We have to take the time, energy, effort, finances to truly invest in our health to be able to move us in a way that allows our body to utilize those God-given systems that are already there. And that is one of the reasons that I absolutely love this technology. So I'm just going to explain it to you, just go over a real brief explanation of the technology so you kind of know how it works. So LifeWave is actually recognized under the FDA as a general wellness product. It's a class 1 medical device, completely non-transdermal, meaning there's nothing that's transferring from this patch into your body. It's completely sealed with medical grade plastic on both sides that has hypoallergenic adhesive. It's extremely affordable. The only thing that comes close to what this technology actually does for your body would be a stem cell injection. And again, that doesn't even touch the surface of what the technology actually does. But it is comparable in the respect that it is helping to, or it's activating stem cells in your own body, telling them to reset to a younger, healthier state and work the way they were when they were younger. So it's completely a patented technology. We actually have over 200 patents. That is phenomenal in the industry that we're in, to have a company that is so well backed. You cannot get patents unless you have proof that your product does what it says it's going to do. We have over 90 clinical studies. So the way this technology works is through a process called photobiomodulation. That's just a big word for light making change in the body. So you all actually already understand what this is, because every time you step out into the sun and the sun hits your skin and your eyes, which we were just talking about, the eyes, It tells your body to make vitamin D and to have that vitamin D go and do what it was already designed to do in the body. So this works that same way, only now our bodies are the heat source. Our body is the light source. We actually emit a low-grade infrared light from our entire body. That may sound crazy, like some of you haven't heard that before, but it's going to make sense in a minute. So when you look through night vision goggles, or you think about the military and them using night vision goggles, they see a heat signature. They call it a heat signature, and they see all those different colors. That scientifically is a low-grade infrared light. That low-grade infrared light comes everywhere out of our body. It hits this patch that is made in a crystal lattice structure at the molecular level that is reflective like a mirror. And it's specific to when it hits the patch and it reflects back into the body, it turns on and signals a very specific frequency in the body, turning on different peptides that are already there in your body, telling those peptides to go and do what they were designed to do. So the X39 actually activates GHK copper peptide. Google that, look that up on PubMed. There's over 50 years of research on GHK copper peptide. It affects so many things in the body. It's actually termed the holy grail of healing because it does so many things in the body, one of which is the stem cells, like I talked about. Anything is possible when you get your stem cells up and working on your behalf without an injection that's thousands and thousands of dollars. This is pennies on the dollar compared to that. Those don't always work, and it's not full body. It's in the one site that where the injection goes. This is full body because you're turning on the peptide that already is supposed to be doing that in the body, allowing those stem cells to go and regenerate whatever area that you're needing regeneration is. So it's truly smart technology. It is divine design, your body's innate intelligence to do what it was designed to do, go and do whatever it is your body is needing. It also affects the entire cardiovascular system. So everything about the heart, the blood vessels, the lining of your blood vessels, every 6 weeks that you utilize the technology, it resets your cardiovascular system at the mitochondrial level by 8 weeks. So do the math on that in your head. You keep wearing it, you keep wearing it, you keep wearing it, you keep wearing it. What happens to your cardiovascular system? Truly, absolutely resets. If you haven't watched my video from Monday and talking about the heart testimony of a guy who is goes on life support every night because of his heart condition, definitely go and listen to the story. It's amazing. I'm hoping I'm going to have him on to do one of these at some point. But it has reversed it so much that they're actually classifying him closer to sleep apnea. So truly, he has the availability of potentially thinking that he could come off life support every single night. I mean, truly amazing, totally God, so very thankful. So also your brain. You really got to go watch Mondays because I don't know when I'm going to stop talking about this guy. But anyway, the brain. So he has new neural pathways that are now being created because of this technology. And he's done nothing else. He's not done all the things Tamara's talking about. He's not done smoothies and meditation and, prayer and things like, yes, he is prayer because he's, saying God, only God, but not in the way, not in the way that Tamara's talking about. So anyway, but your brain helps to reduce anxiety, depression. People will say those start to lift. I just talked to a guy the other day who was, he only wore the patch just for one day. I let him try one. And I was like, did you notice anything? And he's 40. And I was like, did you notice anything? And he was like, actually, I would say that I just felt better. Like I felt like I had more, more vitality. So just so interesting that sometimes when we're really in tune with our body, like just something like that can make a huge difference in someone's life. And that was only one day of him utilizing the technology. Just so you know, that's not typical. Tamara's is not typical. These are one patch wonders of having results fast. We always tell people, I tell people that if you have any health issue, anything going on with you, you need to give this technology 6 to 12 months. So you need to give it time because we're talking about natural body processes beginning to work properly again. So just like we were talking about the liver, having that liver support, that's not going to be just overnight for you to get all that sludge moving and out of there so that your liver can actually cleanse and detoxify versus everything getting gunked up in there. That's going to take time because we're talking about natural body processes working like when you were younger. So your collagen. So collagen is not just hair, skin, and nails, but it is the fiber, the glue that actually holds our bodies together. So in our ligaments, in our tendons, in our tissue, in our fascia, in our cartilage, even in the meridian system. So the meridian system is actually made up of teeny tiny little spindles of collagen that run all throughout our body so that our body can talk to each other in every single little part. So that's a part of the meridian system as well, which is collagen. So this is elevating your collagen from the base, from the foundation, having that support that your collagen needs across the board. So yes, are people going to see that in your hair, skin, and nails? Yes, they certainly are. But you're going to feel it in your joints, in what's going on with you on the inside. So wound healing, fabulous for any type of surgery, for your immune system. All of us want an immune system boost. So GHK copper peptide helps to support that immune system. So those are just a few things, 5 different major body systems that GHK copper peptide supports. That doesn't even touch everything. If you go and Google this or look this up, it doesn't even touch all of the things that are going to be listed that GHK actually does in your body. So having that turned back on, having that signal that's telling it, hey, we're still alive. We want you to go get busy and get to work. That is what this technology does. It just signals the body what God already put there so that it will work the way that it was designed to do that. So hydration is key, which obviously I'm sure Tamara would tell you, the guys that she has with her that are the experts in the tea. Hydration is absolutely key for anything with your health to happen. Nothing positive in the body happens without hydration. It's how your cells communicate with each other, the electrolytes, the electricity, the conductivity between cells. That's happening because of good, high quality hydration. So make sure you take that into consideration. That's something that is needed for the patch technology to be helped as well. It's just going to optimize it. Most people are walking around dehydrated, and so it doesn't mean the patches are not going to work on them. It just means that it may take longer. They may not notice something as quickly, but hydration is going to make a huge difference with this technology. And you can wear it anywhere on the body. So that's just like Tamara. She was wearing it in some key, acupressure spots without needles affecting the acupuncture, system and the acupressure system in our bodies. She was wearing the 2 on her feet and the 1 on the back of her neck. Those were all in the system, but the one on her back, that's not actually a clinically tested acupressure site. So just so you know, again, that's what's great about this technology. You can wear it anywhere on the body, and it's going to signal and help do what it was designed to do. So if you have a point of pain, put the patch there, put it there. So she did combine the Eon, which is our anti-inflammation patch, as well as our happy patch, because it turns on the parasympathetic nervous system, as well as being able to relieve inflammation. And so having that, our body is able to heal when it is in the rest and digest stage. It's the parasympathetic nervous system that turns on rest and digest. And so that is one of the patches she was using. And then the pain patches on the bottom of her feet, that is just breaking a pain frequency through the body. And so she was wearing it on left and right. So that was moving throughout her body, breaking that pain frequency in her body. So yes, so that's just a short little overview. We have a few minutes for questions. If you want to put a question in the chat, if you would like to raise your hand, Tamara, if you would like to add some more information, we would love to have that as well. So anyone can come on and do any of those things.
Okay, so I have to actually leave because they're closing up this event over here. That's why it's so dark, because it was so noisy over there.
We got to go home.
Nice to meet you. Yes.
While I'm packing up.
I have so many questions. I unfortunately just don't have time to ask them all. So is there like a website or something where I can just learn more?
Yes, thank you for asking. I should have said that. So I appreciate that. Patch the Way. Patch, P-A-T-C-H, theway.com. And
Okay.
Tamara can get that from Mary as well. And then, Mary has tons of answers. So Tamara's friend. So we can get you whatever information that you need, but all the clinical studies will be there. All the patents will be there, as well as great testimonials, super short videos. So yeah.
Tamara also has her own website too. So she is a brand partner now.
Okay, so I can look on her website too.
Yeah.
Right. And then Tamara,
Thank you so much, Nikki.
you can
Yeah,
set up a
absolutely.
three-way call.
So her website is not going to have the information like the Patch the Way site. So her site is only a shopping site. So you really want the patchtheway.com site, but yeah, we can make sure you have that. So I know y'all need to go and we will close out tonight. So let us know, Tamara, how we can get your friends some more information. We would be happy to do that. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming on here tonight. It's going to help so many people. Please come back in like 3 to 6 months and give us an update on everything that's been going on with you. We want to hear all the other great things that you're experiencing. So with that, we pray blessing over each and every one of you. Good night, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Good night.
Awesome.
Thank
bless.
you. Great night.